Okay, good morning. We're at 3309 East 13th Street in Muncie. All right, so this is the covered porch on the property. It is enclosed with windows, but obviously not insulated. Structurally, it looks decent. Obviously needs resurfacing, paint scraping, repainting, etc. You can see the exterior windows for this as well are pretty old, so could make a decision to just pop them out and make it an open screen. There's not really much weather protection, a little bit of water, that's it. You can also see the outside of the house on the front here, the original windows, single pane. They're not seeing a whole lot of issues from the windowsill on the inside of this one, but because they're old, we definitely want to take a look to make sure that there's not some leakage here. So we probably want to count on replacing the windows throughout, as I'm taking a look at even the wood on these here. Wood floors throughout. Probably just pulling up this stuff and putting some luxury vinyl plank down, but it's a nice, good sized living space in here. All the walls need to be resurfaced. The ceiling needs to be, these tiles need to be pulled down. There is potential in tiles like this of asbestos, so that would be a test that would need to be taken care of out of an abundance of caution. What you're going to see, here's some deterioration in the flooring. So some of the flooring is going to have to be, pulled up and subflooring taken care of. What you're going to see throughout is things like this in this old house. So the wiring is completely not up to code on this. So we're talking about complete new electrical wiring on the property, likely. We just got it coming up through the floor. Some of these have receptacles already on them, some don't. You'll see the panel here shortly. You see the plaster coming off over here. It's a great example for anyone that's new to this. You'll see the diagonal cracks here. And if you've watched any of my videos previously, I've talked about how diagonal cracks are the ones that raise large red flags. But that's really with sheetrock. In these old homes with plaster, that plaster, it's like concrete, and so any kind of crack on it, it's going to go in all kinds of different directions. But what you can also see is the wood slats underneath. They give a whole lot of stability. So is there things to take a look at? Yeah, absolutely, but it's a little bit less of a concern in these homes with plaster because of the construction grade. Old homes are just built better, made to withstand things a little bit better. All right, so this dining area here, sorry to get off track. Again, you can see the windows. We're gonna talk about replacing probably all of the windows. Again, resurfacing everything. The bedroom off here to the side. Same thing with this room here. Resurfacing, etc. Bathroom, complete, gut job in here for sure. So far, it appears that it's only a one-bedroom property. Let's see if there's anything else in the back. There's not anything else. So probably to maximize income on this, we'd want to figure out a way to redo a wall so that we could have two rooms. Use this dining room as an additional bedroom so you can maximize it. Otherwise, it's just a lot of square footage for a one-bedroom house. Kitchen here, beautiful old sink. I know you're probably laughing at that, but those things are awesome in my opinion. Just a complete gut job and reno in here. Heavier panel on the inside here. Again, you can see what I'm talking about. These wires just go straight down to the floor and underneath the house. Totally not up to code. So we're really looking at complete rear wire on everything. Probably moving the box outside, etc. Over here is where your got your washer and dryer, you got a gas connection, probably refrigerator, etc. over here. I don't see a range on that side, so since there's a gas connection coming in, I'm guessing you'd put your range in here. There's not currently a vent for it, so that's something we want to take a look at. And then we've got the additional porch back here. Got some newer wood on it, but in general, probably again, repair on all of this. The property itself is pretty nice. There's a fence on one side and on the back. There's not a fence all the way for the neighbors here, but it's a good yard. Probably would support, be a positive thing for families taking a look at this. All right, as you can see, in the rear of the house in disrepair. We're looking at completely new roofing for sure. Most of the siding, it definitely has to be resurfaced. A lot of it's going to need to be probably replaced. A cheaper version could be just to wrap it in vinyl siding. You know, what I can tell, the internal structure of the home looks pretty good, looks pretty solid as I was walking through, so it's probably a gut job. It's definitely not a tear down, at least based on what I can see here. It's just been neglected over the years. All the way through there. So I'll run some numbers on what I think the construction costs are for this. I think our challenge mostly on this one is going to be that it is a one bedroom configuration right now. There you can see some more breaches into the house. And then neighborhood wise, it's a real quiet residential neighborhood. We're kind of on the stretches of Muncie. But again, a real quiet residential neighborhood. All right, thanks a lot.